Hey guys, if you're wondering how to get video from your DSLR camera into your computer so you can live stream it on like Facebook Live or use your DSLR as a webcam, you need to get a video capture card like this, the HD60 Pro. They cost about 150 bucks. This is what the card looks like. And it's just a card you put in your computer. They also have a version, same price I believe, that plugs in to the USB port externally. I think my gut feeling is this is going to give me better performance. It has a HDMI input, HDMI in and out. So I'm going to put this in the computer right now and see what kind of performance it has. I'm using it with Windows 10. I'm going to show you right now how to install the HD60 Pro, the PCI card, in a low profile computer. So this is my computer that I use in the studio. It runs Windows 10. Okay, well this card needs to go in. I guess it can fit right there. It just sort of covers up that fan a little bit, but it should be okay. And I'm not really using that video card, so it's okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop this thing here. I'm going to pull out this little spacer, and then I need to change the, I need this bracket that came with the HD60 Pro. I need to switch it out. To do that, it looks like there's two little screws. Okay, this step might not be necessary for you. Again, the reason it is because it's changing out this tall bracket for a low profile bracket. So I'm just going to remove these screws right here. And it's just a Phillips screw. There's two of them that are holding in the bracket. So we'll just do this. And they're actually a larger, sometimes it's a smaller Phillips screw, but this is actually a larger Phillips screwdriver. Okay, so there's the large bracket. We just put the small bracket right in, slide it in like that, and it should line up with those holes there, if I get it to focus. So see that, it just slides in, and those screws will just go right back in there. Okay, got it. So now I have a low profile. If you remember, this is how big the old one was. It was like taller in case you have a full-size computer case. I have a smaller one. So, here it is. It's going to go in that port right there. With two hands, it works a lot better. So there it is. So we got the card in. We'll just make sure it's in nice and snug, which it is. And then we'll just close this and put the case back on. Okay, so now the back of my computer looks like this. I've got, this is just my video card. It takes up two slots. So I have DVI output, DVI output, DisplayPort output, and HDMI output. And then I also have HDMI input and HDMI output. So we'll get that plugged in and configured and see how it works. So I got the computer all hooked up here. We're going to turn on the power button and we'll walk on over here. So this is actually the studio computer. And I'm going to turn on the lights for the studio. So this is like real time. We get to turn on the computer and see how it looks. So I actually have screen capture, but you know what, it might mess things up, so I'm just going to set this right here so you can see the video pretty decently. Cool. And then I'm just going to open up Google Chrome, and I'm going to search for HD60 Pro drivers. Because I didn't come with a installation CD or DVD or anything, so here we go. So we just got to choose what we have here. I've got the Gato Game Capture HD60 Pro. That's what it is, right? Look here, HD60 Pro. That's exactly what I have. So look, it did it here. We're going to say yes to install the driver. We'll go OK. All right, so this is done now. So we click next and close. Cool. Close these Casey Neistat notifications. Oh, and Gary V. And well, now what do? We restart the computer? I think so. let's do a restart. So what I'm going to use this capture card for is I'm going to be having my DSLR, not this camera, but I have my 70D on a tripod, and then I'm going to use the HDMI output from that camera directly into this video capture card, and then I can record myself like a higher version, because before I was using this webcam, which is great, like a $50 webcam from Logitech, but now I'm going to be able to use my DSLR with either the black background or white or green screen, and it'll just be a lot better. Alright, so this is done now. So now let's go to Open Broadcaster Studio and just see, or maybe there's some software. I don't even see it here. So let's go to, oh look, it's pulling up my old webcam. Let's go to, let's add another scene. Let's add, sure, we'll add to this one. We'll add a video capture device, okay? And that's going to say, well, what do you want to do? Yeah, game capture HD60 Pro. So we're going to say, yes, that's what we want. So now we've got this. We've got these two things overlapping each other. It's okay, we'll shrink this one down. Really, we should shrink this one down because that one's going bye-bye. No signal. That's cool. Alright, I'm going to plug my camera in and we'll give it a test here. Not this camera, the other one. Alright, so this is what I was able to find. It's an HDMI to HDMI micro. So I'm hoping this, I think this camera has that. So I'm going to plug in, this is just a regular HDMI cable on both ends. We plug it into the adapter, like so. This end will go into the camera. This end will go into the computer. Let me just double check and make sure that's right. Yes, it is micro. My other two cameras have mini, which is like a little bit fatter than the micro. So that's the adapter cable you need. Okay, plug that in. Okay, I don't know if I dare do this while I'm recording. Probably shouldn't. I'm gonna stop recording and plug this in, see what happens. Alright guys, so yeah, now this is recording. So this is recording to the SD card on my camera, but it's also recording here. This is on this screen. So this is my old webcam right here. But this is the feed from this camera, which is cool. So I can show you this camera. So I got this camera looking here, and we can see all this, what's going on. Kind of wild. So if I want to record now on the computer, I can do that too. So let me do that and see. I don't know if the audio is coming over or not. Okay, so I'm doing a before and after video. The one on the left is what I have been using. It's a 1080p Logitech webcam via USB. And the one on the right is my DSLR M50 mirrorless camera and the Elgato, what's it called? HD60 Pro video capture card feeding into there. So these are kind of the differences of what they look like. Clear difference of quality.